What are you seeing?
Baby monkey. So far, it's pretty exciting because it's the first time I'm in Tanzania itself, and first time I see the mountain up close like this.
I'm hoping it doesn't rain too much. That's it. But feels good. I think the weather will be nice. Won't be too cold.
When we walked through the rainforest, that experience was pretty tough. The first day was definitely we were still learning different things and different ways to walk, how to pace ourselves.
I've never been in a rainforest before, so it was my first experience. And it was pretty cool. It was raining pretty heavy, and right before it started raining. The terrain was different. Walking on the mud and soil was different to walking on the rocks. I'm surprised that we're still not there.
Yeah, were you expecting it to be shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah? How are your legs?
In pain.
How come?
Just not used to walking for this long.
I felt like the trees were kind of overshadowing us and protecting us kind of.
The rainforest is pretty awesome because in the very early mornings, the clouds start to form and it creates this mystical feel as you're walking. It's a bit foggy, it's a bit misty. It kind of feels like Jurassic Park.
The landscape of that camp in particular was special. I liked that camp the most. It wasn't a dry camp and all our stuff was soaking. But we just had to go on with it. Luckily my sleeping bag was dry.
Never slept in a tent before, right on ground. The humidity inside the tent caused water to fall on us. I found it to be very difficult to sleep in all the camps, even if it's low altitude or high altitude.
That was the cold day. That was a really cold, rainy day, where my hands were freezing. I could barely move them. Our stuff was also soaking wet. I was soaking wet.
We got out of the rainforest that day, and we started walking on rocks, stuff like that. It felt very different than on the soil, because on the soil you can still put your feet down and you won't slip. I fell a few times because I'm not used to it.
It was a short but a really hard day because we were going mostly uphill and it was very technical.
Rain is probably the most common thing that we have on Kilimanjaro. The biggest issue is that no matter what happens, no matter what you're wearing, even if it says Gore-Tex, even if it says, no matter what label it has on it, it's eventually water goes through material. It's just uncomfortable.
When we arrived at camp, I just put my hands in hot water. That was the first view, actual view we saw of the whole trip. We were trying to make a panorama of us. It was amazing. It was really beautiful.
How was it today?
good. I just got a small headache, but I think it's gonna be better.
We know already that Lava Tower or that day especially is a big day.
It was my worst day on the way up, because it looked much closer than it actually was. And that's when I started like getting into my head and overthinking about it.
It's the first long day, and it takes us into real altitude, so 4,600 meters. That's pretty high up, you know. Just to put it into perspective, the highest mountain in the European Alps is 4,810. So your body feels different. It doesn't react the way you're used to it reacting. You know, your heart rate goes up very easily. You know, these things are shocking.
At least altitude is altitude, but I think the way that you try to get your body, to manage your body, I think makes a lot of difference. That's something we didn't know before. So having been through it last time, you get to try to improve some of the things that you did before. Remembering my breaking point, I think we're doing just great.
This is really special for Ahmed because last time he got here was his breaking point. He broke down and he was in very bad shape.
How do I look?
Much better than last time. Much better than last time.
Once we reached Lava Tower, we sat down. We ate a little bit. I didn't eat that much, and then it started hurting more. I had chest pains. I had a huge headache. My throat was sore.
I've never seen him like that. He's never anxious. He always wants to go. Made me feel responsible for him, like you said. Once we went in the tent, I just helped him as much as I could. When we were outside, we gave him words that I might have not said before. We told him that there's no wrong choice if you want to go down. We all understand. It's already a big accomplishment. We made it to 4,600 meters.
I myself, I was trying to hold up as much as I can, to be good, to motivate them. For me, it wasn't crying. It was a very emotional moment, and I just reacted naturally because I think it was a moment of assurance that he needed. He needed to know that it doesn't work like this. You have to know that we are here together. There is no obligation. It was a very special moment that me, Abdullah and Abdurrahman, we all got together. But he did what a good brother is supposed to do at this moment.
Once we reached camp, I laid down. It was terrible.
So this is end of day 3. It was a pretty long day. We did the cross from Shira to Barranco, which is about 9 hours altogether. The guys got their first taste, or the boys got their first taste of real altitude, 4,600 meters at Lava Tower. It was quite tough for them, I think, especially Abdurrahman. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. See how he wakes up and how he feels. And we'll make our decisions then.